What's he doing here? Who's that?
Detective Inspector Bradford.
Isn't he on compassionate leave?
What do you want?
You don't think I should be here, do you?
No. Not while you don't know where your wife is. What do you think about the DI's wife? I think she's dead.
So who is he?
Tom Price, 24 years old.
I hear you found the body. Can I get your name? Amber Saunders. If there is anything in your private life that's affecting your work, it's just a problem with a friend. I'm trying to help. Nice place. The boss's wife is missing, and that's you with her bag.
Why does she have Sarah's bag?
You know, I've always thought there were two people involved in that murder. I think Amber's one of them. Now, these attacks are getting more frequent and more violent. I think that Amber Saunders is a psychopath.
You are going nowhere until you tell me where my wife is.
I need to get away from him. I think he killed Amber. Just like he killed my mum.
Male, going on what's left of his clothes.
Strangulation going on the belt round his neck. The buckle's distinctive. Might help with the ID.
Still bothering though?
It's fine.
Yeah, well, it's good to have you back. You've been missed.
Thanks. Vivian sent me flowers.
Say that again?
I know. I was pretty touched. What have we got?
Boss? Camden murder. We're ready to brief you now.
I drove down to Brixton this morning to view a body. Yet another dead woman who matched my wife's description. It wasn't Sarah.
Decomp puts the body in the ground about a year ago. The house was rented by students, 4 males, 1 female, all in their early 20s, which ties in with Soko's estimation of the rough age of the victim.
The landlord paid 2 of the male students to lay decking last summer. That is Freddie Harrison and Nazib Karbi. Final payment was handed to Nazib late July, just after Freddie had left for the holidays.
Right. Oh, Billy. It's good to have you back.
Thanks, sir. I was loving my mum fussing, but it was time.
So anything you need, just let us know.
So, you were away when the decking was completed?
Yeah, I was visiting my girlfriend in Plymouth. When I came back, I just assumed Freddie had finished it. Landlord was going to get someone in, but Freddie was skint. He reckoned we could bluff our way through from looking it up on the internet. I texted him about his share of the money. I haven't heard from him since.
Do you recognize this belt? It's got quite a distinctive buckle.
Was this with him?
So Nazib recognized the belt as Freddie's. Also, height and hair color correlate with the remains.
Bank records?
There's no activity on the bank or phone accounts for about a year. He might have just stopped using them, but...
But it's looking more and more likely, given the timing, that he is our John Doe.
We need to confirm it.
Well, Freddie and his sister Karen were in care, so the local authorities should have details on the dentist. Also, Freddie was arrested when he was a teenager, so we'll have DNA too.
I'll put a request in.
We've got an address for the sister. According to Nazib, she and Freddie were very close.
Makes you wonder why she hasn't reported him missing. David Bradford? No, she's not off sick. Right. Let me know if she turns up, will you please? Thanks. Carly's not showing up at college.
This is me. You know what to do.
Karen Harrison,
Yeah, hang on.
can we have a quick word?
What's this about?
I'm training Detective Constable Billy Fitzgerald. This is Detective Constable Rob Brady. It's just a couple of questions about your brother, Freddie.
Is he all right?
Can you confirm he lived at 14 Bellow Crescent?
That's right. What's going on?
Human remains were found in their back garden. We believe they've been there from around the time your brother was living there.
Okay, but he moved out of there last summer.
Can you tell us the last time you saw or spoke to Freddie?
Sometime that summer. Look, I know you want to talk to him, but he couldn't have had aught to do with that.
So you haven't heard from him in over a year?
I said I haven't spoken to him. I didn't say I hadn't heard from him. Hang on. I got this last week from him on my birthday.
This is from Freddie.
It's this stupid thing we did when we were younger. We were in different care homes, so we used to keep in touch, sending each other crappy postcards.
It's definitely his handwriting.
Yeah, of course. He's been doing that smiley face by his name since he was 11. He goes off sometimes when he needs to get his head together. He's bipolar.
We heard that he got himself in a bit of trouble whilst he was in care.
He's got a mental illness, so he's got to be bad news, right?
No, I didn't mean that at all. I'm sorry. Really got to get this. Easy, Brody.
We get the bad end of mental health. People self-medicating with drugs, alcohol. That's what we get to clear up.
Hey, don't make them bad people.
My best mate from junior school's bipolar. I know that.
Erin, we've had an ID.
It's not my brother.
I'm afraid dental records confirm that it is.
No. It can't be. I told you he's been writing to me.
Karen, we're so sorry.
Almost identical to the ones we know he wrote, so whoever sent the fakes had access to his handwriting.
And knew that receiving postcards would stop Karen from reporting him missing.
We've ID'd the other housemates.
Yeah, we got this from Nazib.
I just thought I ought to let you know. And the police are going to want to talk to everyone.
You say we're suspects?
After what went on, of course we are. Mark?
As far as the police are concerned, it's just a normal house share. Right? Everyone got along. We stick to that, and we'll be fine.
Hello? Yep. Yeah, sure. I'll take a break when you get here. Okay. The police want to talk to me again.
He didn't tell us there was trouble in the house.
Only the usual stuff over who forgot to replace the loo rolls.
We got this from Karen's phone. There's a text chat between her and Freddie about a row that you two had.
It was over the decking. He just left the whole thing to me, barely got out of bed. Then when I came back from Plymouth, it was finished, and he just cleared off.
Freddie seems to think you were on the verge of asking him to move out. Was that about toilet roll?
When the depression kicked in, he was a nightmare to live with. I know he's bipolar, but... Look, the biggest fallout in the house was between Freddie and Lachey. Lachey moved out over it. The landlord wouldn't give him his rent back. He wanted to get away from Freddie. He hated the guy.
Nazib's alibi checks out. He was in Plymouth that whole weekend.
What do we have on this other housemate? Lachey, Hobbs.
The bank confirmed Lachey changed his contact address. But what's really interesting is that he was arrested for assault after he punched Freddie in a student bar. This was about 3 weeks before we think Freddie died.
Yeah, there's also Justine. She was Freddie's girlfriend, but now she's got a baby with the other housemate, Mark.
Nazib reckons that Justine saw Freddie pack and leave after the decking was finished.
So she's either mistaken or lying. Let's find out which. Rob, I've left messages with Carly, and the college is checking with her friends.
It's been a couple of hours. She's not a misbar. She's an angry teenager. If you haven't heard from her by 4 o'clock, then I'll drive around myself.
Thanks.
I don't think I said I'd seen him leave. He just packed up and gone. Or at least I thought he had. He left a note that just said, see you later, see you whenever, something like that.
Do you still have the note?
We also understand you and Freddie used to be in a relationship.
It was never that serious. Was it between you and Freddie?
Oh, no, nothing like what Mark and I got together.
So it was you who ended the relationship with Freddie?
It just sort of fizzled out. When Freddie's depression got really bad, he couldn't see the point in anything, especially a girlfriend.
Freddie had a lot of stuff in his mind. We were the least of his concerns.
Are you talking about his mental illness or his conflict with Lachey?
Appreciate the time. So, your mate Nazib said that you and Freddie had a major bust-up. Do you want to tell me what that was all about?
Guy was selfish. I reached a tipping point. That's it.
What can you tell me about the bar fight between Lachey and Freddie?
It was just whatever was going on in the house spilled over.
Mark?
Or maybe something at college. But I really don't know. I was in a completely different department.
So Lachey and Freddie were in the same course?
Yeah. History. But as I said, I really don't know if that was anything to do with it.
I was drunk. He'd been drinking, and he probably shouldn't, because he must have been on some serious meds. But we sorted it out. But the damage was done. I had to go.
So you had a good room in a good place, and you walked away from 200 quid rent you'd already paid. You need to help me out with this.
Look, I wasn't even in the house when Freddie was... When you say he died, you think I was that angry that I came back and put him in a hole in the ground over dirty dishes? You're crazy, man.
How old do you think Justine and Mark's baby is?
10 months, a year. Patrick Lewis from Lachey and Freddie's history course said that when Freddie was in his manic phase, his spending went up. So he'd fund himself by writing other people's essays. He thinks Lachey might have been a customer.
That was helpful of Mark to let us know they were both in the same course.
Lachey was caught plagiarising. He was lucky not to get thrown out.
I paid him and he copied the damn thing off the internet. So I punched him. That was the entire extent of my anger. They only let me stay on the course because I'm bleeding hearted about being the first in my family to go to uni. Told me to get my head down and keep it down. But hearing what happened in that flat when I left.
Like what?
Just that it got really messy with Mark and Justine there.
When Freddie and Justine split, was that a mutual decision?
No, Freddie ended it. Justine was broken up. Mark was her shoulder to cry on. I guess he got the girl in the end, but it was still awkward with Freddie there.
So what was the plan?
To get Freddie to move out of his own accord.
How?
So this is our guy Freddie, a couple of months before he died.
Poor guy's terrified.
Lachey said they let Freddie fumble around the house in the darkness for a couple of minutes, scared stupid. Mark comes back and flicks the fuse back on.
Go surviving, mate. He'll be out and you'll be back in. No worries.
Some friends, eh?
We hid his food. Spilt water under the radiator in his room. Yeah, I know, I'm really proud of myself. But the power cut stuff, that was too much. He was afraid of the dark. And he was ill. That was affecting his health.
Do you think they knew that?
I think Mark did. Freddie's sister got Freddie to go back on his meds when he wasn't coping. Mark got impatient waiting for them to kick in.
There was no improvement.
Maybe a bit. But then he got worse. More manic, more paranoid. Mark said I should tell him to move out.
And did you?
I was going to, when I came back from Plymouth. But then, he was gone.
The toxicology report is back. There were traces of Freddie's prescribed meds, but there was also another drug called talifonide.
Oh, don't ask me to spell that.
It's a severe asthma drug, and it's contraindicated for his drugs.
No one's mentioned asthma.
Yeah, track down Freddie's medical records, and we'll talk to his sister and see if he's been prescribed any in the past.
What happens if you mix the two together?
Paranoia, hallucinations, confusion. Toxicology found an asthma drug in Freddie's system, and we're trying to ascertain how it got there.
You won't even take an aspirin. Can you imagine what it was like trying to get him onto his own meds? You did everything you could. Wasn't enough. I miss him. I've always missed him.
Would anyone else have had knowledge of Freddie's meds?
Mark studied pharmacology.
News on Carly?
Nothing. Look, I've just realised I have a meeting with the superintendent at headquarters. It's the last thing I need today.
Mark Miller, I'm arresting you for suspicion of murder and for the administering of a noxious substance, thereby endangering life. You do not have to say anything that it may harm your defence, but you do not mention when questioning something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
Mark?
Don't worry. Don't worry, okay? It's just a misunderstanding.
What's the bet that when we go digging, we find a forged prescription or a missing batch of talifonide?
Or maybe Justine lied about finding the note from Freddie, and she was in it too.
I wrote the note. As far as she's aware, Freddie had gone for the summer.
And what about the postcards sent to Karen? That was you.
I buried him. But I didn't kill him.
Be a good boy and look after your mummy for me, okay?
And how long's this gonna go on? Us having to hide away?
Not much longer. I promise.
I'm just gonna disappear like your wife.
I said I'd look after you, and I will. Call me. Anytime. Rob.
I was just about to call you. Listen, Carly's fine, but she was caught shoplifting.
Where?
A shop called Perfect Occasion. The security just called here for you.
Address?
39 Rosier Street. It's near our college. It'll only take me a minute to go down there.
No.
I'm not far away.
I'm in the silent treatment, Detective Inspector.
Don't push me.
Came home from a uni bar Saturday night. He was... I just found him. He'd hanged himself on the back of the door in his room.
What would he use?
A belt. His belt. I thought I'd caused it. I mean, I knew that the telephonide would show up in his system and I'd get blamed. They were still working on the decking, so I put him in the hole and I covered him over. I told Nazib that Freddie had finished it and gone.
And you had no help? Where was Justine?
In the library. I had it all sorted by the time she got back.
And what about what was buried with the body? The torch, Mark.
Right, well, it was dark and I needed something to help me to see. So, I must have just forgotten about it. The next morning, I left a note for Just to find, saying that Freddie had gone. She never knew a thing.
So, Mark's story stacks up.
He's lying about the torch, though. He didn't seem to know it was there.
He dropped it and then didn't know he buried it. I'm sorry, I'm missing your point.
Okay, Freddie was scared of the dark. What if, as a last act of love, someone else put it down there?
So you think Mark had an accomplice?
I checked with forensics about finger marks on the postcard sent to Karen. No matches for Mark, but we do have prints that match on the torch, the postcards, and the stamps, as yet unidentified.
Fast track the elimination prints and DNA. Let's get Justine in. Maybe Mark did manage to hide it all from her, but I want her side.
Justine, open up! It's the police!
She's gone. A neighbour saw her leave in a cab with a baby straight after Mark was arrested. She had a large bag with her. Justine booked a cab to Paddington, but she turned her phone off straight after, so we're not going to get cell site.
There's a bank withdrawal receipt listed in Mark's custody belongings. It took out over $3,000 not long after you two interviewed Justine this morning.
They were planning and doing a runner together. So now she's going it alone.
We need to have another word with Mark.
While you're doing that, you can ask him about the hairline crack in Freddie's skull. The pathologist believes that was the cause of death.
Well, no wonder she's running.
This is way beyond covering up a suicide. We're looking at murder.
I told you, Justine has nothing to do with that.
There's prints that match on the torch and on the postcards, and they're not yours. If they're not Justine's, then let us rule her out.
I don't know where she is.
Now, I know how much you love Justine. I mean, why else would you bring up someone else's baby?
What are you talking about? Jack's mine, I'm his dad.
I checked Jack's birth with the registry. Justine was already pregnant before you two got together. I think Justine still loves Freddie. Are you willing to go down for murder to protect her?
Paddington was a decoy in case we got followed. She's heading for Victoria Coach Station.
Hi, Carly. I'm looking for your dad.
Why haven't you done anything about what I told you? That David's to blame for whatever's happened to my mum.
You've been through a terrible experience.
So you didn't believe me?
Oh, Justine is trying to get to her family in France. We're going to Victoria Station.
Fine. Stay here, okay? A14. She was here. Come on, she can't have got far.
Stop! Where are you going? With a baby. How far do you think you're going to get? Now stop. Justine, don't put your little boy at risk. No, Justine, listen to me.
I told Freddie I was pregnant, and he told me to have an abortion. So I got mad, and I yelled at him, and I walked out. And I heard him phone his sister. He was telling her how he wasn't ready to be a dad.
So where did you go?
To get drunk at the college bar. But I couldn't do it. I knew I was going to keep the baby. So Mark took me home, and I went to Freddie's room, but the door was blocked. Mark pushed it open, and Freddie was hanging from the door handle. Sorry.
And after that, you buried him, made it look like he'd moved out. Sent the postcards to his sister. What'd you do with his belongings?
Mark took most of them to the dump. I tidied up. I loved him, you know, even if he never really loved me. I buried the torch with him.
You said that you took most of his stuff to the dump. What did you do with the rest?
Well, I had to save something for Jacques. If I ever told him that his daddy died.
So where is it, Justine?
If Freddie was in an anguished state that night about his pregnant girlfriend and he phoned his sister Karen, what do you think she would do?
Be with him?
Yeah.
The forensics are back from the pregnancy test. So the finger marks are Justine's and Freddie's, and we've got a DNA match for a third person.
Karen.
Yep. She's in the system for shoplifting when she was 19. Karen was definitely there on that night.
File on the arrest and trial of Freddie and Karen's father. Not only was the man a violent drunk, he also sexually abused Karen.
Why didn't you tell us you went round to see Freddie when he found out Justine was pregnant?
What are you talking about?
We found your DNA on the pregnancy test. We know you were there. Why didn't you tell us? What happened, Karen?
It was an accident. You don't know what my dad did to me.
We do.
It twists everything. Messes with your head. Makes you doubt everything, you don't trust anyone.
We're just trying to understand what happened.
When I went over there, Freddie was stamping around, yelling. He had no friends. No one cared about him. He was falling apart. I made him sit down on the bed. I sat down next to him. I put my arm round him. I don't know why I thought he'd do it. I was so stupid. I thought it looked like he was going to kiss me. I panicked and it wrecked him. He was screaming at me. What do you think I was going to do? What do you think I was going to do? He thought I was saying you were acting like our dad. Pushed me against the wall. I was so scared. I reached out and I felt this lamp. It was so heavy in my hand. I just wanted to make him stop. I I know I should have reported it, but I couldn't have Kaylee going into care.
So you made it look like a suicide.
And then when his flatmates didn't report it, I thought they must have their own reasons to keep it quiet.
And when you started getting the postcards?
I was sure of it.
How did that make you feel?
Angry. Sad. They were messing with me just like they messed with him. He was doing so well until those last few weeks.
They were tampering with his medication. They wanted him out of the house.
Sick.
Justine cared enough to bury the torch with him.
She would have known. He was always scared of the dark.
You ready?
Dunno. Kind of settled in.
Have you been drinking my whiskey?
You know, this stuff doesn't get any better. It's disgusting.
We're going. Now.
Kaylee's dad will take her. Karen won't have to worry about her going into the system.
I expect there'll be some leniency given her past.
Detective Cole, why are you protecting him?
Just get in the car.
He's a liar! You lied to my mum all the time.
Carly, stop.
No, you did. You know he's got 2 phones? Any of you ever asked him about that? My mum did, and he just denied it. Made her think she was going mad.
She found some whiskey in my office.
You're all police officers. Can't you see what's happening here? The reason you can't find her is because he killed her!
Come on now. You'll be all right. Come on, sweetie. Come on. Give me back.
She's been through so much, she doesn't know what she's saying.
Okay, feeling better?
I just miss her so much.
I know. So do I.
They don't need an audience.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow.
Let's get in the car.
Is that making sense to you? Now, I know she's looking for someone to blame, but she thinks that David's got something to do with it.
He has got 2 phones. I've seen him use the second one. He used it today before he went to a meeting that didn't exist.
What are you saying?
I don't know. But David used that same phone before he slipped out of the pub the night that Sarah disappeared.
He was with you all night, wasn't he?
Not all night. He left early. I covered for him.
think he's dead.
Down there. Cheers. Hello, mate. My name's Rob. I'm a detective. So what do we call you then?
Troy.
Troy. Can you tell me what happened to your granddad, Troy?
A man hit him over the head with a baseball bat.
Where's Troy? No, wait. I just want to see my son, okay? Troy! Why won't they let me see my son?
Troy's fine.
My dad? Mum. Darling. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
So you attended last night?
The victim's Terry Fisher. He's been landlord here for years.
Excuse me? Excuse me? Someone said there's been a murder.
And you are?
I'm Leanne Ponting. I'm the bar manager. Is Terry okay?
Looks like he jammed the door open to gain access.
He?
Yeah, the victim's grandson, Troy, described a white male dressed in all black.
How old is Troy?
8. I know child witnesses are normally problematic, but this kid's solid. We should listen to him.
Where is he now?
His mum's bringing him in to make a statement.
And he doesn't live here?
No, just Terry and the bar manager.
And where were they?
Yesterday was my day off. Had a few shots too many and ended up staying at a girlfriend's house.
Do any of the other staff live in?
No, they're all casual. Me and Terry run the place.
So Terry would have been home alone last night then?
After the pub shut, yeah. Oh, why didn't I come home? If I'd have come home, he might still be alive.
Nasty. Tell the team they can move the body now. So, can the grandson describe the man beyond white skin and black clothes?
He thinks he was wearing blue trainers.
Any CCTV?
No. System records the disc, but the disc missing.
So the killer could have taken it. Oh, wait a minute, it doesn't make sense. Why take the CCTV, but leave the murder weapon behind?
Terry's got a daughter, Amy. Does she know?
I've spoken to her. How did they get on?
Oh, well.
What?
I know she just lost her dad, but Amy's a hard-faced cow. She and Terry weren't speaking.
How come?
All I know is Terry hadn't seen his grandson for ages.
Are you sure about that?
Absolutely. They've stopped talking about it.
Would it surprise you to hear that it was Troy who made the 999 call?
Oh, from the pub? Well, what was he doing here?
I was hoping you might be able to tell me.
At least Terry got to see Troy before he died. He really loved that kid. The state of me. Is there any chance I can get to my room, just get some bits and bobs?
Just give me a sec.
It's me. Call me back as soon as you get this. I'm at the pub and the place is crawling with police. Terry's dead.
You can get your stuff, as long as I sign you in and accompany you.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Got everything you need?
Yeah. Thanks, babe. You're a lifesaver.
Detective Inspector's here.
You heard. A witness has come forward. Saw Amber Saunders jump off the balcony. He didn't lay a finger on her.
Doesn't mean he's totally squeaky clean. If you don't speak to him, I will. Do you really want to go to prison for perverting the course of justice?
But that's not going to happen.
You shouldn't have told the Misper inquiry that David was with you when his wife went missing when he wasn't.
I'll sort it.
Right, before we begin, I want to apologize for yesterday. My stepdaughter is heartbroken that her mother's missing, so she's lashing out. Mainly at me. The good news is she's finally agreed to get some counseling.
Terry Fisher, landlord of the Three Griffins in London Bridge. He ran it with his wife until she died last year. According to the locals, Terry was the perfect landlord. Proper gentleman.
So what are we thinking? Tackled a burglar and came off worse?
No, the victim was hit over the back of the head. One clean blow. Doesn't seem like much of a struggle to me. Plus, Socko convinced that the handle of the baseball bat was wiped clean.
Yeah, but why go to the trouble of doing that and leave it behind?
We've spoken to the bar staff.
DC Brady.
Yes, only full-time employee is bar manager Leanne Ponting. It was her night off and she stayed with a friend who has confirmed her account.
Our witness is here to make a formal statement.
Oh, I'd like to sit in on that.
Sure.
Before we start, I need to come clean. I left Troy on his own last night. At my house. Am I in trouble?
It's what happened to your father that we are interested in. Although social services might have a different opinion.
Ashley, can I have a word outside, Miss Fisher? I need to ask, have you been drinking?
Oh, I mean, last night, you know I was out.
This morning?
I've hardly slept. My dad's dead.
Also present is Troy's appropriate adult.
Damon Ridgebrook. Troy's dad.
So, just a few questions, Troy. Last night, you were at home on your own?
Hold up. What do you mean he was on his own?
If you could let Troy answer the questions, please, Mr. Risbrook.
Grandad came round. He made me go to the pub with him.
Okay. And what time did you get there?
Just before the pub shut.
Okay, so that was about 11 p.m. What did you do?
I went upstairs to watch TV.
Where was Grandad?
Downstairs. I heard voices. Like an argument.
And you went down all the way to the basement bar? And what did you see?
Tell me, man.
My granddad was on the floor. The man was standing over him.
So you didn't actually see the man hit your granddad?
No.
What did he do with the baseball bat?
Put it down
Where?
on the floor.
And and he didn't pick it up again?
No.
Are you absolutely sure about that?
Why? You said, didn't he?
Okay. Then what did he do after that?
He ran out upstairs.
And what did you do next?
I phoned 999.
Nothing else? You just made the call? Troy's account doesn't add up. Someone wiped that baseball bat.
He's 8 years old.
And he took too long to ring 999.
Because he was in shock and he just found his grandfather dead.
You said he was solid.
He is.
And now you're saying what? He might be confused?
I'm saying we need to make some allowance for his age and how upset he is.
This is a murder inquiry. We don't make allowances.
Do you feel well enough to make a statement?
I wasn't unwell.
Where did you go last night?
It was sort of a date. I met him on the internet. We arranged to meet in a restaurant in Borough Market and then onto a club.
What time did you get home?
About 1:30. But Troy wasn't there and I was freaking out. And then I found a note that my dad had left saying he'd taken Troy to the pub.
When did you last speak to your dad?
A couple of weeks ago. Had a falling out over Troy's father. My dad thought Troy should see him and I didn't.
Why not?
Because he's a complete waste of space.
Tell me, Amy, do you know of anyone who'd want to do this to your father?
Everyone loved Terry Fisher.
Did your dad owe any money?
He was the old-fashioned type. He didn't believe in owing money.
What about relationships? Was he seeing anyone?
Joking at you? He buried my mum less than a year ago. There's no replacing her.
Terry Fisher and the bar manager Leanne Ponting got married last week.
No way.
Marriage certificate. It was in a pile of Terry's personal papers.
How old is she?
29.
And he was 65.
I assume she didn't mention this when you talked to her.
Of course she didn't.
Okay, let's get hold of her.
I've tried. She's not at the pub and the contact number she gave me doesn't exist.
You better circulate a description.
Do you think Amy knew her dad was married?
Let's ask her.
How could he? My mum's not even cold in her grave. Nothing's been the same since she's been gone. Don't think Leanne had anything to do with my dad's murder, do you?
We're keeping an open mind.
This guy matches Troy's description of his granddad's assailant.
He's holding his arm like he's in pain. Did Troy say that he got injured?
Nope. He didn't.
The sergeant pointed out that there are gaps in Troy's account.
Shame we can't show Troy this.
Well, we can't. Not unless we do it as part of a proper ID process.
But we can show his mother. See if she recognises this guy.
That's Alfie. Yeah, he drinks in my dad's pub all the time.
Do you have a surname?
I think he's Dubs.
Alfie Dubs. He was arrested for a fray 3 months ago, but it was NFA'd. It does mean we have an address. A bedsit in Camden.
Let's go.
Didn't you say you had something else to deal with? Billy and I will go. Come.
corn.
Nice.
Look at this.
What is it?
A credit card in the name of Terry Fisher.
Okay, cheers. Guess who's just turned up at A&E with a broken arm?
Not our Mr. Dubs.
Yeah, and hospital security are keeping an eye until we get there.
The night that Sarah went missing, you asked me to tell the MISPA team that you were in the pub with me.
I was in the pub with you.
All the time. I need to know where you went to.
All right. After I left the pub, I hooked up with an old flame. I wasn't exactly proud of the fact, so I asked you to cover for me. I thought Sarah would be back in a few days, safe and sound. I had no idea she'd be gone for months.
Exactly.
That's why I told the MISPA team the truth. I made it clear you were acting under my instruction when you told them I was with you all evening.
And they were happy with that?
Absolutely.
Alfie Dubs, I'm Detective Sergeant Cole.
And I'm Training Detective Constable Fitzgerald. Are you Alfie Dubs?
Yes. What's to the arm?
I'm arresting you on suspicion of murder.
Murder? Murder of who?
Terry Fisher.
Terry's dead.
You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defense if you do not mention one question, something which you later rely on in court.
Troy's positively ID'd Alfie Dubs as the man who killed his granddad.
That's brilliant.
I didn't kill Terry. He was alive and kicking when I left the pub. Took the baseball bat off me, broke my arm.
You're admitting you were in the pub last night?
Broke in through the back door.
What did you break in for?
Nick was in the till.
So you broke in through the back door, and then what happened?
Terry appeared out of nowhere. Went mental. Before I knew it, he's got the bat off me, crashed me across the arm. So I'll make a run for her. Up the stairs, back out the way I came in.
Straight out?
Yeah.
You didn't stop to grab anything?
Like what?
Like the disc from the CCTV.
Are you kidding? I just wanted to get out of there before he hit me again.
Tell me, Alfie, do you know a Leanne Ponting?
Never heard of her.
We've been to your bedsit. Can you tell me what this is, Alfie?
No comment.
It's a credit card in the name of Terry Fisher.
No comment.
You know, it's odd, Alfie. You have Terry Fisher's credit card. You knew him, know the pub, yet you didn't seem to know his wife.
Terry's wife's dead.
Yeah, his first wife. But Terry got married for a second time last week to your friend Leanne.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Not without telling me.
I thought you didn't know her.
Now, come on.
So it's looking likely that Leanne put this guy up to breaking into the pub, but I don't think he killed Terry.
How'd you work that out?
Well, he seemed genuinely shocked when we told him that Terry was dead, and his account is consistent with the crime scene.
And Troy's isn't.
Frankly, no.
So you're saying that the child's lying?
No, I'm saying that he's not telling us the full story.
Why would he do that?
Maybe he's covering for someone.
What are you doing here? He's already done his interview.
Sorry about Terry.
What? Sorry, he ain't around to fight your corner at the custody hearing.
I didn't come here to fight. I just want to make sure Troy's okay.
Like I do day in and day out.
Oh, like you did last night when you left him all alone, yeah?
And you're such a perfect dad.
Hey, T. No, mate. You did really well today, mate. I'm so proud of you, son. What you little saying?
Hello? Yeah. Yeah, this is Amy Fisher.
The tech team have been assessing Alfie Dubs' phone. Guess what they found? Him and Leanne have been sexting.
Oh, that is filth. Sarge, you want to have a look at this?
No thanks.
At least we've got Leanne's real mobile number now. Gives us a chance to track her down. Was it Leanne's idea?
What?
For you to break into the pub and kill Terry.
You do understand that you're under arrest on suspicion of murder.
I was never meant to kill him. Just give him a tap, bring him to his senses. But like I said, he got the better of me straight away. Didn't lay a finger on him. It's embarrassing.
Bring him to his senses? About what?
Selling the pub.
Terry owned the freehold. Turns out the pub was right in the way of a major redevelopment. I spoke to the developers and they said that Terry already accepted an offer to sell up.
How much for?
3 million quid.
Who?
Last week, Terry changed his mind. Maybe he found out what his new wife was up to with Alfie Dubs.
Can't imagine Leanne was very pleased.
So she gets her boyfriend to do away with him.
Now, I am pretty sure that Alfie Dubs was only meant to put Terry out of action for a while.
So who killed Terry?
I've just been talking to Amy Fisher's date from last night. He's sure that she left the club before midnight. She's told us she didn't get home until 1:30.
So apparently, the neighbour saw Troy go out with his dad. So she thinks they've gone to the park.
Okay, let's have a word with Troy.
There he is.
Do you know where Amy is?
Not a clue. She took a call and headed off in a cab.
Do you mind if I have another word with Troy? It's important. Is that okay with you, Sarge?
Yeah, of course.
What you told us, Troy, about that man that hit your granddad over the head, was that the truth?
Yes.
Are you sure? Thing is, We think it wasn't that man that hit your granddad on the head. We think it was somebody else.
Please don't hit me.
I'm not gonna hurt you, Troy. Promise. Just want to talk to you. Now, why do you think I'd hit you? Hey? Can you help me out, Troy? Can you lift your t-shirt up for me? This child needs to see a doctor.
I've got a fix on Leanne Ponting's phone. She's in Elephant and Castle.
I could do with a trip out.
You didn't need to apologise this morning. We all understand what Carly's going through. And you. It's horrendous.
Thanks.
Report of a disturbance in Commercial Street, Elephant and Castle. 2 women fighting. In a unit?
That's where we're going.
Better get a move on then.
Get away from me, you drunken cow!
Calm down.
Hello, Leanne. Fancy seeing you again.
If you don't calm down, I'll arrest you for obstructing a police officer.
Let me congratulate you, by the way, on your wedding. Funny you didn't tell me that before. Must have slipped my mind.
Now, what's your name?
Amy Fisher.
You Terry's daughter.
That's right.
So what's all this about?
The guy that owns a pawn shop. He drinks in my dad's pub all the time. Well, he recognised my mum's engagement ring. That slag tried to sell it.
Pediatrician's just looking him over now, but it's obvious that he's been physically abused.
I'm sorry. Look, I need to be getting back.
I'm going to stay here if that's right, Sergeant.
How long were you in child protection for?
Nearly 3 years.
That's a tough gig.
Tell me about it.
We found your passport in your jacket.
Planning on leaving the country, Leanne?
So what if I am? My husband's just died. I need time and space to grieve.
Did you put Alfie Dubs up to breaking into the pub and attacking your husband?
No way.
Were you and Mr. Dubs ever intimate?
What do you mean, had sex? Yeah, a couple of times. But I told him it was over and he wouldn't accept it.
We've got Alfie's phone, so we know you called him this morning. Why was that?
Because I thought he killed Terry.
And why would you think that?
Because Alfie was obsessed with me. I couldn't tell him that me and Terry got married for fear of how he'd react. I thought maybe he'd found out and just lost the plot.
How come you were trying to pawn the jewellery?
Well, why shouldn't I? I'm Terry's wife. What was his is mine.
Including the pub?
Why am I even here? As far as I can see, the only thing I'm guilty of is falling in love with an older man.
Amy Fisher, leaving the nightclub last night, an hour before she told us she did.
Have a look at her phone. See if you can tell us where she went next.
I would if I could, but she claims she's lost it.
Let's give Amy one more chance to tell us the truth.
As you know, Amy, we spoke to your date from last night so that we could eliminate you from our inquiries. I'm afraid that his account and yours don't match up.
We also have CCTV footage, which throws your version into question.
What are you accusing me of?
Let's just go through your movements from last night one more time.
I'd rather not.
Do you mind if I ask why?
No comment.
Amy Fisher, I'm arresting you on suspicion of murder. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defense if you do not mention on question something which you later allow in court.
Here you are. Rob has discovered that Troy has been physically abused.
Any idea who's responsible?
Not yet, but there's one obvious candidate.
Who?
His granddad. As you told us, Amy, your father was a popular man. So why would somebody want to kill him?
It was a single blow. Delivered to the back of the head. No tussle with a burglar.
What was your dad's relationship like with your son?
Why are you asking that?
Troy's just been to the hospital. Someone's been hurting him.
I killed my dad. I found out that he's been abusing Troy and I killed him.
Talk us through what happened.
I was in the club. I got a phone call from Troy saying my dad had hit him. And not for the first time.
And what did you do?
I went outside and hailed a taxi to the pub. And when I got there, my dad, he was shouting and Troy was crying. The baseball bat, I mean, it was already there. I just picked it up and hit my dad over the back of the head.
Did you mean to kill him?
I don't know what I meant. Just wanted him to stop hurting Troy.
What did you do next?
I wiped the handle of the bat clean with a bar towel and I told Troy to phone 999 and I left by the side door.
What about the CCTV?
I took the disc and I threw it and the bar towel in the river.
She told me it was football injuries.
Who did?
Amy. Weeks ago, I noticed Troy had bruises. She
She told me he got tackled playing football. So I said I'll go over to school, you know, just to have a word. She told me not to. She said, I'll just embarrass you. She hasn't let me see him since.
Amy's admitted to the murder. She found out her dad had been physically abusing Troy.
How's she now?
We're preparing a file for the CPS.
I've already told the others, whatever that idiot Alfie did, it's got nothing to do with me.
An allegation's been made about Terry. I thought, seeing as you're his wife, you might want to put the record straight. Did Terry ever discipline Troy? Hit him?
No, never. Terry worshipped that boy, would never have laid a hand on him.
Are you sure about that?
Whoever's saying that is lying.
When did Terry last see Troy?
Ages ago.
Did Terry see Troy this week?
No, he couldn't have. Terry's been away in France for a couple of days. He only got back yesterday.
Did you manage to speak to the doctor?
Yeah, she said the oldest injuries date back weeks and the newest was sustained a couple of days ago.
When I spoke to Troy in the pub last night, he had this bit of blanket with him.
So?
So that's what kids normally take to bed to help him sleep, isn't it?
Yeah, I reckon.
So where were his pajamas?
Rob? Rob, look at this.
I think Troy killed Terry.
What?
Well, you were the one who pointed out the holes in Troy's account.
We found these in Amy's tumble dryer.
That's blood spray, consistent with Troy having hit his granddad over the head with the baseball bat.
Amy obviously thought that a wash would get the bloodstains out. We know that it doesn't.
Okay, so Amy gets to the bar, sees her dad dead, and Troy covered in blood.
Well, we reckon that she wiped the handle of the baseball bat. Troy was wearing his pajamas, so she had to get him changed back into his normal clothes. She then lifted the DVD from the CCTV system and went home, taking his pajamas with her.
Leaving Troy to call 999.
Yeah, and leaving him alone with the body.
So Troy killed his granddad because he was abusing him?
Terry wasn't abusing Troy. He was out of the country when the most recent injuries were inflicted.
I think what really happened last night was that Terry took Troy back to the pub, changed him into his pajamas. He discovered his injuries like I did today, realised that Amy had been hitting him, and I think that Terry threatened to report the abuse, threatening the relationship between Troy and his mum.
How could a kid the size of Troy wield enough power to kill an adult?
Grandad had a fight with the man. He took the baseball bat off him.
We know that Grandad hit the man on the arm with the bat. And then the man ran off. Then what did you do?
I picked up the bat.
Your granddad see you?
I was behind him.
Was he standing up?
No, he was bent down.
Why was he bent down?
He'd been cleaning his glasses, but he dropped them. He asked me to pick them up. I said no.
Why?
Because I was mad at him.
What about?
He was cross and telling me to get dressed again. He said we were going back to get all my stuff and that I was going to live with him.
Why did you hit him, Troy?
He was going to split me up from my mum.
Your mum's been hurting you.
I make her angry. It's my fault.
No. It's not.
She doesn't mean it. She's always sorry. I couldn't let Grandad take me away from my mum.
Sorry. What's going to happen to him now?
Troy is under the age of criminal responsibility, which means he can't be arrested or charged with a crime.
But he could be taken into care unless you step up and prove that you could look after him.
That's all I ever wanted. Amy wouldn't let me anywhere near him.
You were willing to go down for murder rather than admit to hitting your son.
Oh, you don't know how hard it's been for me since my mum died.
Amy Fisher, I'm further arresting you on suspicion of actual bodily harm on Troy Fisher and attempting to pervert the course of justice. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention, when questioned, something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
Great instinct, well done.
You're joking, ain't you? I mean, the Sarge had her suspicions from the word go.
You should learn to take a compliment.
She's right. Your child protection experience is what turned the case around.
Cheers, boss.
You two best buddies again?
Hardly. He told me that he put the missing persons inquiry team straight. But what he doesn't know is I've got a mate on that inquiry. I just called him now.
Oh, don't tell me. They still think that David was with you that night.
Why is David lying to me?
Let's find out.
What do you mean?
We're investigators. Let's investigate. Let's find out where the detective inspector really was the night his wife went missing.
It's me. Rob Brady's been asking difficult questions. I'll tell you what the problem is. He didn't believe a word I said to him.
She's been suffocated.
That's what it looks like.
Horrible way to die. Fighting for breath. At least we know who she was. Ana Bastos, 19 years old, Portuguese.
How'd she end up here then?
Can call round later. Sometime this afternoon. Gotta go.
Morning.
Morning.
Body of a 19-year-old girl found in a loading bay in King's Cross. Vivian and Billy are with the next of kin.
Okay. Give me a shout when they get back.
Will do.
Gabriella Bastos?
Yes?
I'm trainee Detective Constable Billy Fitzgerald. This is Detective Sergeant Vivian Cole. Can we have a word?
What's happened?
I think it's best we take this inside.
Okay. Come on. Noah? I'm just talking to the officers, okay?
I'm so sorry to tell you that your cousin Ana Bastos was found dead earlier today.
There must be some mistake.
We found Anna's passport by her body. You were listed as next of kin.
Where was she? How was she?
Anna was murdered.
Mr. Bastos, when was the last time you saw Anna?
A couple of nights ago, she came to use the shower in my room. The friend she was staying with, her shower was broken.
Can you give us the name of Anna's friend?
No, I don't think she mentioned it.
Or an address?
No, Anna was only sleeping there for a couple of nights, till she found somewhere new. Anna was an au pair, like me. She was sacked, thrown out on the street.
Goodbye.
Mr. and Mrs. Char.
Why did they throw her out?
The wife, Michelle, she hated Anna from the start. She couldn't wait to get rid of her.
Do you have the Char's contact details?
Upstairs.
Oh, Mr. Bastos, one thing. Was Anna in a relationship? Seeing anyone?
No way. Anna's a good Catholic girl. No boyfriends before marriage.
Kept thinking how he'd feel if he knew how we found her.
Yeah. It's not our place to tell him. Not yet.
Thought you might want these. Crime scene photos from the young girl we found in King's Cross.
Thanks, Rob.
No problem.
Andrew's at work. He's going to be upset. He was really fond of Anna.
Where does your husband work?
In his offices in King's Cross.
What does he do?
Partner in a broking firm.
Mrs. Char.
I'm sorry, can you call me Michelle?
Michelle. According to Anna's cousin, Gabriello, you terminated her employment about a week ago?
Yes, that's right.
Would you mind telling us why?
Well, we hired this very sweet, diligent Catholic girl about 6 months ago, but then, we had to let her go because we couldn't trust her anymore.
In what way?
Well, she'd come home at all hours, and then she'd fail to get up in the morning. Then to top it all, she left Jago at school, waiting for nearly an hour the other day. When I asked her why she was late, she said she made up some lame excuse about being sick, but, hungover, or like.
Was Anna in a relationship?
I'm pretty sure she was, yeah. She didn't confide in me about it, no.
And where did Anna go when she moved out?
I don't know.
Weren't you worried about her?
Oh, God. Andrew said that she could stay here. Well, she got herself together, but she told us to stick our room and stick our job, so. Sorry. I can't believe she's dead.
According to the forensic medical examiner, Anna Bestos was strangled. The plastic bag was then tied around her head after death. Her clothes were stripped off post-mortem. I spoke to Interpol. The Portuguese police have informed the family. Anna's parents are hoping to get a flight over later on today.
So what was she? Saint or sinner?
Well, whoever killed her obviously wanted us to think she was a sinner.
Billy, chase up any similar sex crimes in the London area over the last 6 months. Maybe our perpetrator has an MO. Rob, anything on her phone?
No, but we did find this on local CCTV. It was captured at 9:12 last night, an hour or two before Anna was murdered. It's only around the corner from where Anna was found.
Trace him.
Billy, that CCTV is crystal clear. Run it through facial recognition. See if we can find out who this guy is, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Did you get David's phone?
He walked in, so I had to put it back.
Maybe this is a stupid idea.
Look, I need to find out why the detective inspector's lying. If you've got cold feet, then I'll do it on my own.
I'm going to take this. Hello, Detective Sergeant Vivian Cole. Would you like to take a seat, Mr. Char?
Thank you. Still in shock. About Anna.
Could you tell me where you were between 8 p.m. and midnight last night?
I was at the office till nearly 11. Then I went home.
How did you get home?
I drove. I've got a parking space. Am I some sort of suspect?
Oh, I just need to ask these questions for elimination purposes. How did you get on with Anna?
She was a lovely girl. The boys adored her.
And yet your wife sacked her?
Anna left Jago standing at the school gate. Michelle couldn't forgive that.
But you could.
Anna had nowhere to go.
Your wife seems to think that Anna had a boyfriend. You don't?
She just didn't seem the type.
Okay.
Anna's mobile provider came good. Plenty of calls to her cousin and a fair few to someone called Dennis.
The boyfriend?
Maybe. Michelle Charles supplied me with the name of the language school Anna was attending, so I gave him a ring. Dennis Qatar. Apparently, he's the class Casanova.
Wow, okay. That's really bad.
So you knew her from language school? She your girlfriend, Dennis?
Just friends. Language school was boring, so we skipped it together. Okay, I flirted. But she said no. She said she was a virgin.
What, and that just came up in conversation? Between friends?
She told me things. Women do that.
Did you and Anna go out drinking? Stay out late?
Hey, she was an adult.
She got sacked from her job.
Her boss was difficult. Like mine.
When did you last see Anna?
About a week ago. I thought she was busy looking for a new family to work for.
Where were you last night? Between the hours of 8 and midnight.
You think it was me? I was here working. Go ask the boss. But maybe don't mention me and the girl or missing language school. He was paying for me to go.
Post-mortem report is back. No evidence of sexual assault on Anna Bestos, but she certainly wasn't a virgin when she died. There's a very good reason Dennis Curtar might have had for killing her. Anna was pregnant.
Yeah, but I thought Dennis was working at the time of the murder.
Well, his boss went out about 9, so he can't confirm how long Dennis hung about for. I'll put a call into the waitress who was working the same shift though.
Dennis also neglected to tell us that Mr. Yilmaz isn't just his boss. He's soon to be his father-in-law.
He's engaged to his boss's daughter. So the news that he got Anna pregnant wouldn't have gone down too well.
Yeah, and he'd lose a lot if Anna spoke out. Is that motive for murder?
Nick him.
We can do a fetal DNA test to determine if the baby's yours. So you might as well tell us the truth now.
Okay, we went to bed. Once.
And the baby?
She said it's mine, but who knows? She said she needs £800 for an abortion. £800.
And you didn't give her the money?
I can't get that money. She says borrow it, but who from? I can't go to my boss.
Did Anna threaten to tell your fiancé about the relationship?
She knew if she did that, I'd contact her family in Portugal.
So you were fine with her threatening your future marriage and your job? You just let that go?
I didn't kill her. I was at work.
Oh yeah, the waitress on shift with you said that you left early. Apparently you were unwell.
Okay. All right. I was with a girl. Another. From the language school.
Name?
Esma, her number's in my phone. You should be talking to the people Anna worked for. That crazy cow was following her everywhere.
What do you mean?
Anna couldn't understand it, how that Michelle knew where she was all the time. It was obvious. She put a tracker on Anna's phone.
I ran the index of Michelle Charles' car through the system, and guess what? She got a parking ticket yesterday, a few hundred yards away from where Anna was murdered.
You sure it was Michelle driving?
She paid the ticket straight away using her card.
Michelle claims she hadn't spoken to Anna since she sacked her. We need to talk to her again. We just need to clarify a couple of things, Michelle.
Where were you between the hours of 8 and 12 last night?
I was at home with my kids, so Andrew was working late.
And what about yesterday afternoon?
Various chores around the house. I picked the kids up from school.
We have a photograph that shows you clearly following Anna at 2:43 yesterday afternoon.
Sorry. Yeah, I lied. I was following Anna.
How did you know where she was?
I put a tracker on her phone a little while ago.
You do realise that stalking's against the law?
I was worried about my kids.
But you sacked her days ago.
All right, I wanted to know if she was sleeping with my husband.
What led you to think that?
Because he's been secretive and evasive in the last few months. It's not like him.
Did you know that Anna was pregnant?
Of course I did. Come on. I've had 2 kids. It's obvious.
And you thought that Andrew might be the father?
I followed her and I decided to have it straight out and ask her.
And what did she say?
Nothing. She got on the tube and I lost her. I didn't kill Anna. You have to believe me.
Facial recognition has given us an ID for the young man from CCTV, Craig Fleetwood. He was cautioned last year after a brawl at a music festival. He's 18 years old, from Motherwell, but he's living in assisted accommodation in East London.
Speak to control. Take a couple of uniforms back up.
Yeah, background checks reveal that Fleetwood's a vulnerable young adult with learning difficulties.
So we need to get hold of him without causing harm to himself.
Sure. Craig Fleetwood?
Get in the car!
On the way. Gotta nip out for a bit. Hold the fort, will you?
Of course.
Hi, Craig. I'm a police officer. My name's Billy. I know you're scared, but you might have some information that could help.
I don't like the uniforms. And I don't like sirens.
Okay. I'll sit in the back of the car with you. There'll be no sirens. We'll keep you safe.
I came to London for a rugby match, and then I just didn't go home because I can't live under the same roof as my stepdad.
When did you meet Anna?
Last night. It was about it was 8 o'clock on St. Jonas Street. Some big lad was giving her hard times. Anna said that he was called Dennis. She said that he was the father of her baby. But she needed money, and then he came and offered her 50 quid, and then she just threw it back in his face.
How did you get involved?
Well, where I come from, you don't just walk by if you see someone mistreating a lady. You stop him.
So what happened?
He thumped me. I reckon it would have hurt really bad if Anna hadn't have stopped him. She told him to go away, and then he storms off, and then she says, "Do you want to go and get coffee to say thank you?" She didn't have anywhere to sleep, so I showed her a place that I used to go, and it's really easy to get into.
And how was Anna when you left her?
She was okay. I told her that she should go back to her family and let them look after her. She said she would go back as soon as she'd had the termination. I think She said that she'd be able to pay for it today. Yeah.
Do you know how?
She'd been promised the money by her cousin's boyfriend.
You took your time.
I'm here, aren't I?
Does Anna have other cousins?
Yes. Back home, in Portugal. Why?
Did you know that Anna was pregnant?
Yes. She told me. She wanted money for, termination. But she wasn't registered with the doctor, so it was going to cost £800. And I don't have that sort of money.
What about our other cousins in Portugal?
They definitely don't have that sort of cash.
One of our witnesses claims that Anna was confident that your boyfriend was going to give her the money.
I don't have a boyfriend. Your witness has made a mistake.
One last question. If you could have raised the cash for Anna, would you have helped her out?
No. It might surprise you. I'm gay, but I'm also a Catholic. Abortion is a sin.
You lied, Dennis, to a murder inquiry. Do you know how serious that is?
You told us that you hadn't seen Anna for a week.
It's called perverting the course of justice, and that could land you 2 to 3 years in jail. So, I suggest you start telling us the truth.
I met Anna at a coffee shop near the King's Cross station last night. I felt bad for her. I offered her £50. She threw it back in my face, told me she didn't need my money.
We heard you and Anna had a fight.
Who from? That stupid kid. Sticking his nose in. I left him to it. Then I went to work. Then I left work early to see Esma from the language school.
Esma, who still isn't answering our calls.
Maybe she's waiting for her husband to go out.
And you say Anna threw the money back in your face?
Mm-hmm.
So where did she get the money from then?
She didn't say. But my guess is that it had something to do with her homo cousin. She just found out he was seeing her boss, Andrew, Char.
And you didn't think to tell us this before?
I didn't think it was of any importance.
Stay away. Thought you were going to be someone else.
Hello. We're just checking that the electoral register's up to date. Would you mind answering a couple of questions about who lives here?
Sorry, I'm just in the middle of something.
why the detective inspector's been so secretive. I think he's got another woman.
What, the woman he was with the night Sarah disappeared? Why else would he be so cagey?
She's got a kid.
What, David?
You tell me.
Where have you been?
Oh, I checked in on a mate from the rape and serious sexual offences team. I wanted to see if the crime scene rang any bells for her.
And did it?
No.
Really, is it pay dirt?
Yeah, I spoke to Dennis Carter again, and he reckons Anna's cousin Gabriello and Andrew Char were lovers.
Despite the fact that Gabriello still insists he's single.
Well, maybe he wanted to hide the fact that he was seeing a married man.
Go on.
Andrew Char took £1,000 out of the bank yesterday.
Which would more than cover the cost of Anna's termination.
Or shut her up if she was blackmailing him.
Andrew Char was telling the truth. He didn't leave his office until nearly 10:30 last night.
And AMPR shows that he drove straight home.
So he couldn't have killed Anna?
No, but he did have a visitor at work. Here is Gabriello Bestas, and he visited Andrew's office at 8:49 last night. Now this is Gabriello Bestas leaving, this time with a rucksack on his back, which I'm assuming he's carrying the £1,000 in cash.
Okay, if it was Gabriello, why all the theatrics? Why slut?
He told me that he thought that abortion was a sin.
Let's pull them both in. We can ask them in person. Andrew Char, I'm arresting you on suspicion of murder. You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned, something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
Was it Gabriello? Did he kill Anna?
Save it for the interview.
So it wasn't Anna that Andrew was having an affair with?
No.
I kind of hoped that it was. It would have made it easier to bear.
Look after the kids.
How did it start?
He called over to see Anna. He flirted with me. I'd never been with another man before. I'd never cheated on Michelle. I thought I was in love with him.
Not anymore.
Recently, he started pressurizing me to leave Michelle and the boys. I tried to tell him how important my family is to me, but Gabriello wouldn't listen.
Look at this. To Gabriello, love you more than I can say, Andrew. This has been through the wars.
So they were lovers and Anna found out. Why is that a motive for murder in this day and age?
When did Anna find out?
2 days ago. I was at Gabriello's place. I was trying to finish with him. But we ended up in his shower. We didn't hear Anna come in. She threatened to tell Michelle if I didn't give her £1,000. After she'd gone, Gabriello discovered that she'd taken a card that I'd written to him that he kept by his bed. He told me I'd better get hold of the cash. Why didn't he just give her the cash? She was a nice girl who'd made a mistake.
So you gave Gabriella the money?
I was worried that she'd come back for more. Gabriello told me she absolutely would not. He seemed so certain. That means he was planning to kill her, doesn't it?
You're going to be 5 minutes, okay?
Hello, Michelle.
Please. Gabriello. Gabriello, come on. The children are here. You don't want to upset them because you love children.
It's your fault Anna is dead. Why couldn't you just let Andrew go? You're gonna be sorry you did that.
Okay, thanks, Brad. Someone made an emergency call from the Char household. No one spoke, but the CAD operator held the line open and he heard a disturbance in the background.
Of course he'd go there. He'd blame Michelle just like he blamed Anna.
Let's go. Call to dialing 999.
I think he's got a knife.
There's no sign of the children, and Michelle's car's missing.
Where's he taking them?
I've just spoken to Control. Uniform patrol has spotted Michelle's car. They're heading to Boxing Green.
Over there! Spread out! Keep in radio contact!
What, Wiz? Okay? Yeah?
Hi, Gabriello. It's Billy. We met earlier.
You're a police officer. Go away.
I can't do that, Gabriello, not until you put the knife down.
The children.
It's not Michelle's fault that you and Andrew can't be together. This doesn't have to end like this. Look, my colleagues are arriving.
Gabriella Bestos, I'm arresting you on suspicion of the murder of Anna Bestos. You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defense if you do not mention when questioned. Something you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
When did you decide to kill Anna?
Andrew wrote me a card saying he loved me. And I took it and threatened to give it to Michelle. That totally freaked him out. He said we should stop seeing each other.
So why take the £1,000 if you knew you were going to kill her?
Maybe to start a new life. Me and Andrew.
And that was never going to happen, was it?
Andrew would have come round. All he needed was time.
How did your family react when they found out that you were gay?
They threw me out.
And you just couldn't stand it, could you? That she would get to have her termination and go back home and play the good Catholic girl, and the family would be none the wiser.
Abortion is wrong. She didn't even care she was going to kill a baby.
But by killing her, you terminated the pregnancy.
Oh, she was a whore. And the family love her. They don't speak to me. But she was going to be welcomed back.
Why didn't you tell them what she'd done?
Because they wouldn't believe me.
So you made her look like a prostitute?
Yes. Now they all know. Her parents know. My parents. Everyone. Perfect little Anna. No more. No more.
Should have seen the Sarge. She was on fire.
Can you and Billy prepare the file for the CPS? I need a word with your sergeant.
Of course.
What's up now?
You went to see an old friend in the rape and serious sexual offences team this afternoon.
Yes?
Where's this friend of yours based? Divisional headquarters? Did you go to divisional headquarters?
No.
So where did you go?
I'm not prepared to discuss that.
So if I asked you for a duty statement, you'd refuse to make one? I'm sure you're aware that's a gross breach of the Code of Conduct. Thing is, I know exactly where you were.
This is my fault. I asked the Sarge to help me out.
Help you out with what?
I don't know you anymore. And what's worse, I don't trust you. You asked me to lie for you about where you were the night your wife disappeared. And when I questioned you about it, you served me up some pile of crap that you've squared it with the MISPA team.
Go on.
You've got 2 phones. What's the second one for?
It's none of your business.
What did you see, Sarge? This afternoon.
The detective inspector with a young woman and a child.
So you think I've got a bit on the side? Another kid.
How would it look to you?
Well, I haven't. Does that satisfy you? Okay. How about this? Detective Constable Brady, you have aided and abetted Detective Sergeant Cole in a gross breach of the Code of Conduct. Now, I don't intend to make this matter official. Yet. But if you two don't get off my back, I will. And then you can wave goodbye to your jobs and wave goodbye to your pensions. Do I make myself clear?
Crystal.
That'll be all. Rob. Close the door after you. You don't think I should be here, do you?
Well, since you asked, no. Not while you don't know where your wife is.
We slipped out of the pub the night that Sarah disappeared.
He was with you all night, wasn't he?
Not all night. I covered for him.
Do you really want to go to prison for perverting the course of justice?
I'll sort it. I need to know where you went to. Why is David lying to me?
I followed him. I think I know why the detective inspector's been so secretive. I think he's got another woman. She's got a kid.
What, David?
I know exactly where you were. If you two don't get off my back, you can wave goodbye to your jobs and wave goodbye to your pensions.
Our victim is a Marcus Maguire.
Really?
You know him?
Marcus Maguire was a gangster. Drugs, extortion, vice.
His son Callum has been shot too. So this could be the opening salvo of what, some kind of turf war?
It's got gangland hit written all over it.
I'm sorry to tell you that your father-in-law, Marcus Maguire, has also been shot.
Is he?
He died at the scene.
We'll need your clothes and your phone for forensic purposes.
It's ballsy, shooting Maguires in broad daylight. Any of your famous insights?
Well, whoever did this certainly knew their routine.
So someone with inside knowledge.
Well, we can't rule that out. What is this place anyway?
It's an exclusive members-only casino.
Who does he think he is? Oi, you can't do that.
I'll deal with it. It's Adrian Cook. He owns this place.
Fine with me. I'll check on the CCTV.
Mr. Bradford, social media's going crazy. Has someone really been shot?
Marcus Maguire.
You're joking?
Not just Marcus. His son Callum too, on his doorstep.
Are they?
Yep, both dead. Should we continue this conversation over here?
Thank you.
We'd only been married 7 months.
Have you got any idea who did this?
I know exactly who did it. Adrian Cook. Callum and his dad, they turned his failing casino round. Then he decides he wants them out.
How did Callum and his dad react to that?
They made him a counter offer to buy him out.
What was Cook's reaction?
I think the exact words were, "over my dead body."
They were great guys. Really, really great guys.
What was your relationship with the Maguires?
They managed my casino and my amusement arcades. Do you know, I was meant to meet Marcus here at 8 o'clock. I texted him to say I couldn't.
You've had a lucky escape. We can arrange for protection for you.
No, thank you, Mr. Bradford. I can look after myself.
I'll get my sergeant to take your statement.
And any help I can give you in your inquiries, please don't hesitate to ask.
Has anyone told Gloria?
Who's Gloria?
Marcus's girlfriend. She's pregnant.
Have you got her contact details?
Yeah.
Is that the practice nurse?
No, it's the police. I'm here to see Gloria Tanner.
She's losing the baby. I could tell something was wrong last night.
And you are?
Dean Casey, Gloria's neighbour and friend.
Hello, Gloria. I'm trainee Detective Constable Billy Fitzgerald. Is there any way I can help?
There's the baby.
I've just spoken to HQ. To say they're nervy is an understatement. The worst case scenario is that this thing escalates. Rob?
Right, we've got a number of images of the scooter and its rider. We've checked the index, and the make or model don't match, so we're sure that the plates are stolen.
Victimology?
This is Marcus Maguire, 54 years old, served time for fraud, money laundering, armed robbery and assault, and occasioning actual bodily harm.
Nice.
What about the son?
Callum Maguire, 31 years old, better behaved than his dad.
Or better at not getting caught.
The National Crime Agency had Callum under observation a while back. They were sure that he was running a major drugs operation, but they couldn't find anything to stick. Callum's widow, Alice, is convinced that Adrian Cook is behind the murders.
I've checked. Adrian Cook doesn't have a police record.
That's because his superpower is getting other people to do his dirty work. Never managed to put him away, not for lack of trying. Where was he at the time of the shooting?
He claims he was visiting his mother. I'm still waiting for the care home to call me back.
I've got to deal with this. If these murders are down to Adrian Cook, let's finally wipe that smile off his smug face.
Has the detective inspector been with you?
Fine.
Yeah, me too.
Do you reckon he's forgiven us?
Yeah, if we toe the line. It feels like I'm back on probation again.
It's Detective Inspector David Bradford. Well, when will he be in? Yeah, he's got my number.
I haven't told Gloria that the Maguires have been murdered.
Don't worry. That's my job. How did you know about that?
Social media. I used to be in the police. All my mates are talking about it.
Did you know the victims?
Yeah, from my time in the police. I couldn't believe it when Gloria introduced Marcus Maguire as her new boyfriend.
Not a fan then.
The nurse couldn't find a heartbeat.
I'm so sorry.
What have you been doing here anyway?
There's something I need to tell you. Something distressing. It's your boyfriend, Marcus.
Oh, what's he done now?
I'm so sorry to tell you, but Marcus Maguire was killed earlier this morning.
What happened?
He was shot dead. When I got to Gloria Tanner's place, she was miscarrying. And when I told her Marcus was dead, she just laughed. For ages. And she said it was the shot, but I'm not so sure.
What do you mean?
I just got the strong feeling there's a load she's not telling me. How are you getting on?
Oh, Adrian Cook's alibi checks out. He was with his elderly mother when the murders took place.
Doesn't mean he's not behind them.
Indeed.
That was the tech unit. They found something interesting on Marcus Maguire's phone.
You can take your drugs and stick them. Do anything like that again and I'll kill you.
So who is that?
Subscriber is Ephraim Tanner, age 17, same address as Gloria. Must be her son.
Gloria didn't mention she has a son.
So he called Marcus last night?
At 11:23. What do you want the icing on the cake? Ephraim Tanner is the registered owner of a red scooter.
Here you go.
You used to be a policeman. What have you heard?
It was someone on a scooter. Shot a pair of them.
Do you know what I need to find Ephraim?
Why?
Because I'm worried he's done something really stupid.
So what are you going to do about the boss?
Well, he's effectively blackmailing us. He's saying if we don't stop asking questions about where he was and that his wife went missing, then we're off the team.
Well, it only matters where he was if you think he'd do harm to Sarah, and I don't. Do you?
No.
Where we are then?
You concentrate on the scan, I'll find you something.
Thank you. I don't know what we'll do without you.
It looks like I got it. That's him.
Red scooter. Found to stop for police. Rider wanted on suspicion of murder.
Your mum's worried about you. Oh, she needs you, mate. She's lost a baby.
I've really messed up.
Intelligence suggests that Marcus Maguire was supplying half the spice in West London. He used a network of kids on scooters. My guess is that Afram Tanner was one of them.
I still don't understand how the two of you lost him.
We got half the police in London looking for him.
You can call off the search. He's just walked in downstairs.
I wish to give the following prepared statement to police about the drugs found outside my home address. I admit I was in possession of them. I believe them to be spice. Found them by some bins on Packwell Avenue. I kept them because I thought I would use them myself and sell them to my friends. I know that this is wrong, and I apologize. No one else was involved in this matter.
When was the last time you saw Marcus Maguire?
We stick to possession of drugs.
We are. This is connected.
Look, I'm here because Dean told me to fess up to the drugs. If this is about what went down with Marcus and Callum, I've got nothing to do with it. Yeah, I'm not a killer.
You can take your drugs and stick them. Do anything like that again and I'll kill you.
Have you been selling drugs for Marcus Maguire?
We'll ask the questions. Thank you, Mr. Casey.
Well, have you?
For the tape?
Yes.
Why were you so angry with Marcus last night?
Because of what he did to my mum. Punched her in the belly. It's where she lost her baby.
Tell me, Afram, how did you get here?
Dean gave me a lift. Why?
Haven't you heard?
The person that killed Marcus and Callum Maguire was riding a scooter. Red. Just like yours.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Where were you between the hours of 7 and 9 this morning?
What's this got to do with the drugs?
I think the voicemail proves that the two inquiries are linked.
So, where were you between the hours of 7 and 9 this morning?
I went for a walk. I needed to clear my head. It wasn't me. I didn't kill them.
Agent Cook's just been in a car crash. Someone tried to run him off the road.
How is he?
He's alive.
Good. We wouldn't want him getting off that easily.
He's been taken to hospital. I'm heading over there now.
I'll come with you.
Been through the wars, Mr. Cook?
How observant. Some maniac tried to run me off the road. My car is a write-off.
Oh, we're very sorry to hear that.
Can you describe the vehicle?
Yes, a white 4x4.
Any idea who was driving?
No.
And you're sure it was a targeted attack?
100%.
Have you any reason to believe that this incident is connected to the murders of Marcus and Callum Maguire?
How would I know that? Why don't you just go and do your jobs and find out who just tried to kill me?
Okay, don't you worry, Mr. Cook. We're all over it.
I fancy a spare rib, Viv. What about the scooter?
We can track it by CCTV to Lormer Gardens, and then it just disappears.
So the killer stashed it somewhere.
Now, I'm going to head down to Lormer Gardens, see if I can find a possible dump site.
Rob Brady. Okay, cheers. Alice Maguire's been arrested for dangerous driving in a white 4x4. The car's got extensive frontal damage. Attempted grievous bodily harm with a car as a weapon is a serious offence. What were you thinking, Alice?
I told you Adrian Cook killed my husband, and you people have done nothing about it.
Well, Mr. Cook has an alibi for the time of the shootings.
Of course he has an alibi. That's how he operates.
But if we find any evidence that Adrian Cook ordered the murder of your husband, we'll make sure he gets sent down. For life. What we don't need is you taking the law into your own hands.
We had a fight. Callum and I. The last thing I said to him, I told him not to bother coming back.
What was the fight about?
Where's Afrim?
Still in custody. I think they're going to charge him. Possession with intent to supply Class A drugs. How are you?
I thought you were going to help him.
I was trying to. They seem to think he killed Marcus and Callum.
What? No!
Hello, Gloria. How was the scan?
They just confirmed what I already knew. The baby's gone, and I've got to wait for nature to take its course. I'm just worried about my son.
There's no way Afrim had anything to do with the murders.
Your son hasn't been arrested for murder. But I would like to talk to you about something Afrim's told us. Let's go across the hall. Just give me a moment, Gloria. You're in the job. Maybe you can help me.
Anything?
You said you were worried about the baby last night.
Yeah. I knocked about 8. See if Gloria needed anything. She was feeling uncomfortable then.
Did she tell you what had happened with Marcus?
She was in a terrible state.
And did you stay with Gloria after that?
Yeah.
How long for?
All night.
And all morning?
Till you turned up. Actually, there's somewhere I really need to be.
Okay. I'll get someone to run Gloria home.
Thanks. Tell Gloria I'll catch you later.
When we spoke to Afrim, he told us that Marcus assaulted you yesterday.
I told Marcus that I was pregnant. I thought that he'd be happy. I even thought that he'd ask me to marry him. It turns out he had a vasectomy 10 years ago, so the baby couldn't have been his.
Is Gloria's baby all right?
I can't comment on that.
She's lost it, hasn't she? Was it Marcus's fault?
Marcus, he punched me hard in the belly. Sorry.
Who was the biological father?
I was carrying Callum's baby.
Callum told me the truth last night. That he had a one-night stand with Gloria. They've been trying for a baby. Talking about getting tests done. Clearly it wasn't Callum who had the problem.
Were you happy before the baby stuff?
Yeah, most of the time. We had a laugh. Callum could be so thoughtful and so loving. Nobody else saw that side to him. Do you think he deserved to die like that?
Nobody deserves to die like that. That whoever killed your husband decided to take the law into their own hands. And that goes against everything that I believe in.
There's something else. I think Callum and his dad were shot with their own gun. When I went to the casino to lay flowers, I checked where Callum kept it hidden.
Where was that?
In the bin store. But it wasn't there. The only other person that knew about the gun was Adrian Cook.
Do you mind if I ask you one more thing? Was Dean at your place all last night?
Yeah. Yeah, until about 6 this morning, then he went home for a shower to get something to eat.
How long for?
Oh, I don't know, a couple of hours, maybe more. Got back around 9. And that's when he insisted on calling the practice nurse. He's a sweetheart like that.
Lovely.
Yeah, this is Detective Sergeant Vivian Cole. I'd like to request some bolt cutters.
I reckon I've worked out where the murder weapon came from.
How come?
Alice Maguire told me her husband and his dad kept a gun stashed in the bin store of the casino. It's a 9mm handgun. I've spoken to the lab, the ballistics match.
So they were shot with their own gun?
Well, that's what Alice thinks.
I spoke to the intelligence unit. A couple of nights ago, Marcus Maguire threw out a regular punter for being drunk. According to the bouncers, he ended up in a heap on the pavement outside, totally humiliated. That punter was ex-Detective Constable Dean Casey.
Dean Casey lied to me about where he was at the time of the killings.
I spoke to a colleague who worked with Detective Constable Casey a few years back. Rumour had it he was strongly advised to take early retirement. Otherwise, he'd be facing a discipline investigation.
Into what?
He was caught accessing the police national computer. Apparently, it was the final confirmation of what was long suspected.
Which was?
He was helping out his mate, Adrian Cook.
So they know each other?
Oh, they go way back. I've checked. Dean's been a member of that casino for years.
Adrian wanted rid of the Maguires, but he'd never get his own hands dirty.
So he manipulated Dean. But how?
Money? Maybe Dean had gambling debts.
I think he did it for love. He's in love with Gloria. It's written all over his face.
David Bradford? Yeah, tell him I'll be right down. Let's track down Dean Casey before he shoots someone else. I'm assuming this isn't good news. Thanks for letting me know. Thank you.
Rob, I found the scooter.
There isn't a single print on it.
Whoever it was knew what he was doing.
Like an ex-policeman. Gloria's friend, Dean Casey. It turns out him and Adrian Cook are old mates.
Interesting.
He also lied to Billy about where he was at the time of the shootings. But now he's gone AWOL.
Hello?
It's only me.
Key's supposed to be for emergencies only, Dean.
I didn't want you getting up to answer the door. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm okay. I just wish the police had let Afram come home.
Well, they're only doing their jobs. He was selling drugs. I bought some food.
Oh, no, I really don't feel like anything.
Can't find the boss. He was talking to a DCI earlier from the missing persons team. I haven't seen him since.
Well, you don't think his wife's been found dead?
Surely you would have told us.
Not us. We're hardly his favourite people.
Who is it?
Oh, 800. Just a cold call.
Detective Constable Rob Brady. All right, thanks. Dean Casey's cars has turned up at his address.
He lives in the same block as Gloria Tanner.
He could be armed. Okay, Billy, get the kit. Yep.
We should run this by the detective inspector first.
Yeah, if we knew where he was.
Yeah, Afram, he's going to be going mad locked up in that place.
He'll be fine. They'll charge him for the drugs offence and then they'll bail him to return.
They think that he killed Marcus and Callum.
They haven't got any evidence against him. They can't have.
And how do you know?
They just do.
I just think that me and Afram need to get out of London.
Yeah, not a bad idea. I've been thinking about it myself.
I've been getting on with his dad a lot better. And we could just get over to Albania and spend some proper family time together, you know? What's going on? Dean?
That's his car.
Ground floor, number 23. Break it down.
I was a good cop, you know. Thing is, to be effective, you got to bend the rules. Otherwise, there's no stopping the likes of Marcus Maguire.
What?
I did it for you.
You did what?
Have a look at these.
So he's got nothing left to lose.
Right, let me tell them that you're here and give yourself up.
No.
You're going to prison, Dean.
No, I'm not.
You're a killer. Would you think you're any better than Marcus and Callum? Because you know. And our Afram's been going through hell today because of you.
I'm sorry about that. I just grabbed the first scooter I saw. I didn't even notice it was like his.
Gloria? Trainee Detective Constable Fitzgerald, are you okay?
I've got a gun. You don't make a sound. I'll kill both of you. Don't send her away.
Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Can I come in? I'm just gonna go to bed, so perhaps tomorrow? Sure. That'll be fine. Okay, thank you.
I'm certain he's got Gloria at gunpoint. Okay, we now have an armed siege. This is a hostage situation. Pull back and set up a perimeter.
He could kill her any second.
There's nothing more we can do apart from wait until the train negotiator gets here.
Davey's still not responding. Look at him. I've done you a favour.
How dare you decide what's best for me?
He was a lowlife.
Marcus told me about you. How you'd only bend the rules if there was money in it.
He killed your baby.
I didn't say that I'd forgiven him. But I did love him. And if this is about how he treated me, how come you killed Callum? Oh, it's because I slept with him.
Okay, there's no point in us all standing here. You go and see if you can find David.
What did you actually think was going to happen between you and me?
I love you, Gloria.
You make me sick.
Come out! We're gonna kill her!
Stupid man. I don't know if he'd have pulled a gun on me. He couldn't. Dean wasn't actually armed. I don't understand. We found Dean's medical records. He was terminally ill. Someone's here to see you. Oh, come here.
I'm really sorry, Mum.
Dean Casey was using an unregistered mobile. Cell site should tell us where he went after the shooting, which should give us a chance to find the gun.
Right, send it over to me. I'll apply for the cell site and call data.
Okay.
After the shootings this morning, the first time Dean's phone signal was static in any period was on Barden Street. Now, I did a voters check. Adrian Cook's mum used to live there before she moved to a care home.
That's worth following up.
Fancy heading over there with me?
Well, I'd love to, but someone has to brief professional standards. You know how itchy they get about suicide by cop.
Can't the boss do it?
We're still not sure where he is.
How did you know I was here?
Well, your car's in the car park, and I've searched the rest of the building. You're not planning to throw yourself off, are you?
Of course not. That would make you Detective Inspector.
Yeah, and nobody wants that. Look, Rob told me that you had a visit from the MISPER team today. And, well, he's worried that they might have found Sarah. They haven't, have they?
No. But they're winding down the inquiry. Which means they think she's dead. They're right, aren't they?
It's been nearly 5 months.
You think I should accept it?
Yeah, I do. But that's easy for me to say.
Sarah is dead. My wife is dead. Carly, your mother is dead. Takes some getting used to. I didn't kill her.
No one thinks that you did. Look, can you come away from the edge? I don't publicize this, but I really hate heights. Should we go downstairs?
Okay. Thanks. Vivian.
Who am I kidding? Guns. Never really been my thing.
I need you to put that on the floor.
Look at your face.
I'm guessing that this is Marcus Maguire's gun. It's a neat trick, using his own firearm to take him out.
Yeah, I thought so. Had a certain eloquence.
How did you convince Dean Casey to do it?
That was easy. He came into the casino banging on about Marcus and Callum. I merely provided a solution.
You're being very open. Let's make this official.
No, you won't be arresting me today for anything, I'm afraid.
Oh, yeah? Why's that then?
Well, if you do, I won't tell you where she is.
Who's that?
Your detective inspector's wife. Oh, now I have your attention. That's right. Sarah Bradford is very much alive. So, you forget about the gun and I'll tell you all about it.
Rob told me that you had a visit from the Whisper team. He's worried that they might have found Sarah. They haven't, have they?
No. But they're winding down the inquiry, which means they think she's dead.
Who am I kidding? You forget about the gun and I'll tell you all about it. That's right. Sarah Bradford is very much alive.
Got it. Thanks. We've got a body. Greenwich, near the river.
I'll come with you, given that your colleagues have done a disappearing act.
Roscoe! Danny Roscoe, open up, it's the police! Open up!
How credible is your tip-off? Billy?
We've got a body in Greenwich. I'll text you the details. Uniform have got an ID for the victim. Taxi driver called Danny Roscoe.
Could you repeat that, please?
Danny Roscoe.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said.
What?
You can stop looking for Danny Roscoe.
Why?
He's dead.
Strange place to park a black cab. It's not like he'd be dropping off a passenger. Morning.
Boss. How did he die?
Someone staved the back of his head in.
Robbery?
No, still got his wallet, complete with cards and cash.
We also found his membership card for the Chasing Red Casino, where Marcus Maguire was shot dead yesterday.
There's something I need to tell you. I got a tip-off. The informant claimed that he knew your wife is alive. And that this guy, Danny Roscoe, knew where she was.
Where's the tip-off from?
That's not relevant.
He won't tell me either.
Have you been to Roscoe's address?
Yeah, but there was no answer.
Did you carry out a search?
Not yet.
Get on it. Call me from there. Billy, find out everything you can about our murder victim. Rob, come with me. Who's your source?
Adrian Cook. I caught him with the gun that was used to kill Marcus and Callum Maguire yesterday. I was about to arrest him, but he made me an offer. If I turned a blind eye, then he'd give me the name of the guy that saw Sarah alive.
Where's the gun now?
I stashed it in my neighbour's garden. They're away at the moment. I wasn't going to keep it at mine.
You know if you're found out, you'll go to prison.
So what do you want to do?
Pay Adrian Cook a visit. It's called by your neighbours on the way.
Okay, get somebody out the back. Oh, and bag this laptop. Boss, Sarah is not at Roscoe's flat, and I can't see any sign that she was ever held here.
Okay, Vivian. Thanks for looking.
Yeah, okay.
You better hope she never finds out what you've been up to. This is Vivienne we're talking about. She won't turn a blind eye.
Petra, can you tell me when you last saw your husband?
Yesterday morning. Early. Before we both went out to work.
You weren't concerned when he didn't come home last night?
I left him a couple of messages. I just assumed he was busy working.
Do you recognize this woman? Never seen her in Danny's company?
Never. Is she something to do with what happened to him?
That's what we're trying to find out.
Let's see it. You're certain we'll find Adrian Cook's prints and DNA on it?
100%.
Okay. Send your text.
Mr. Bradford, how can I help?
Talk to me about Danny Roscoe.
That constable of yours has got a big mouth.
All I want to do is find my wife. I don't care about anything else.
Please.
So Roscoe had seen Sarah. Why would that mean he'd come into money?
I don't know. When he lost yet again, I told him I was cancelling his credit. And that's when he told me all the stuff about your wife.
I'll need the hard drive.
That would leave me without CCTV.
Danny Roscoe was found dead this morning. This is a murder inquiry.
Nothing to do with me.
Nothing ever is. CCTV.
We suspect our murder victim was a thief.
How come?
The Sarge recovered a laptop from Danny Roscoe's flat. We checked the serial number, and it was reported stolen 6 weeks ago from an address in Hackney. I contacted the owners. Guess who drove them to the theatre that night?
Don't tell me. Danny Roscoe.
It's highly unlikely that Sarah hailed Roscoe's cab. So what if he came across her when he was breaking and entering?
It's possible.
What did Roscoe's wife have to say for herself?
Not a lot.
She was hardly likely to fess up to the fact that he was a thief.
No. I reckon I've been played. Do you mind if I have another crack at her?
Sure. Take Vivian with you for added muscle.
This is my sergeant, Vivian Cole.
I'm very sorry for your loss, Mrs. Roscoe.
Well, it didn't stop you lot turning the place over.
We just want to find out who attacked your husband.
Who killed him, you mean?
Do you recognise this?
He looked like the one Danny had.
It's an expensive piece of kit.
Yeah, Danny bought it off a mate.
Which mate? Have you got a name or an address you could give us?
I don't remember.
This laptop has been reported stolen.
You saying that my Danny bought a dodgy laptop?
I need to inform you that we believe that this laptop was stolen by your husband.
Get out. Get out of my house!
Actually, we understand your upset.
He has not been dead a day, and you're accusing him of being a thief! I want you out!
Mrs. Ross.
Get out of my house!
Do you think she's going to make a complaint?
Oh, let her try. Whatever her husband was doing, I guarantee you she was up to her neck in it.
I ran Petra's name and date of birth through the system. There was police contact with her when she was 15.
Why?
Her dad, Tony Pierce, went to prison for high-value burglary.
So Danny Roscoe married into the family firm?
Mm-hmm.
Where does her dad live?
Hello, Petra.
What's in those boxes?
I want to talk to my solicitor. Yesterday lunchtime, Danny told me that during the course of a burglary yesterday morning, he had come across a woman who he believed to be held captive for some time. He was convinced that this woman was the wife of Detective Inspector David Bradford. He had seen her disappearance reported on the news. I begged Danny to call the police, to think of what that poor woman and her family had been through, but he was rough with me. So instead, he was planning to blackmail Sarah Bradford's captor into giving him £5,000 to keep quiet.
Did Danny tell you who was holding Sarah Bradford?
No.
Or where?
No.
I used CCTV to track Danny Roscoe's journey to the murder site. Mobile ANPR picks up his cab on Yulford Road at 22:18 last night. Then I did a convoy check and the red estate car rendezvoused with Danny's cab at an industrial site in Cheltenham.
Presumably checking they weren't being followed.
The estate then follows the cab for a further 15 minutes.
Can you ID the estate car?
I can. Phoebe Ingram is the register keeper. 41 years old, originally from North Wales, moved to London in 1990. And she's got a nice big house. The sort of house Danny Roscoe would love to burgle.
He was all on his own.
Found this under the bed in the basement bedroom.
Sarah's. I'm sure of it. That means she was definitely held here.
It looks like it.
One of the glass panes in the back door was broken. Presumably that's how Danny Roscoe broke in.
And came face to face with Sarah.
What I don't understand is if this is Phoebe Ingram's baby, where's she?
What?
Don't let David in. Get a SOCO team down here straight away and keep the detective inspector out.
Is it Sarah?
I'm sorry, David. I couldn't tell.
They're going to fast track an ID.
The dead woman was wearing a couple of rings. Soko let me take a photo. You have to take him a look.
Those aren't Sarah's rings.
Are you sure?
I know what my wife's rings look like. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. It was a stupid question.
So maybe it isn't Sarah.
She's been missing for months. Just because she's wearing different jewellery doesn't mean it's not his wife. And he knows that.
None of the neighbours have laid eyes on Phoebe Ingram for months.
So she could be the body in the freezer.
Who's the boy?
Her brother, Philip Ingram. He's now 34 years old.
And the neighbours have seen him go in and out.
Phoebe and Philip's dad walked out years ago, and their mother died when Philip was 9. What I can't find is any record of a baby.
That is properly strange.
So if it is Phoebe Ingram in the freezer, maybe her brother's got Sarah.
Makes sense.
We've got her car details.
Yeah, they've been circulated. We'll find it.
Sorry, Sarah.
Adrian Cook's been picked up.
He's going to accuse us of fitting him up.
He hasn't a shred of proof. Ain't surprised. I thought you'd both like to know. Adrian Cook's been arrested.
What for?
Possession of a firearm and conspiracy to murder Marcus and Callum Maguire. The National Crime Agency found a gun hidden at his casino. We suspected he provided the murder weapon. Looks like we were right. The NCA were acting on a tip-off from a confidential informant. I'll let you know if there's any more details.
Well, that's a turn out for the books.
Why would Cook stash the gun on his own premises? He knew we were looking for it. Billy Fitzgerald.
No, Billy's right. Adrian Cook wouldn't be that stupid.
Phoebe Ingram's car's been spotted on AMPR in Hackney, travelling south. I reckon it's heading back home.
Somebody should tell the boss. If we get a shift on, we can get there first.
Call for backup, but I don't want anyone else intercepting this.
Control from DC Brady.
Okay. Thanks, Vivian. It was Phoebe Ingram in the freezer.
So it's got to be her brother driving the car then. Boss.
Nobody's gonna hurt you. Alright? We just need to know that Sarah's alright. I took her back to where I found her.
Where's that, Philip?
I took her back to where I found her.
Philip Ingram's been assessed to see if he's fit for interview. It's a slow process, as we all know.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Sarah's God knows where. What do we know about this guy?
Well, after their mum died, the older sister, Phoebe, she brought Philip up.
What was Phoebe's cause of death?
The pathologist reckons it was a bleed out as a result of a mishandled birth about 5 months ago.
Which explains the baby.
Yeah, the mum left them a substantial sum. Phoebe did some voluntary work, but Philip's never held down a job.
Because of his mental health issues?
Yeah, at the age of 12, he was excluded from school for repeated violent outbursts. So then the sister homeschooled him, and it seems to me she cut him off from the world.
This was found in one of Petra Roscoe's boxes. There's no SIM card.
Certainly looks like Sarah's.
I've charged it, but I need the passcode.
Oh, it's Carly's birthday, July 7th, 0707.
Yep. Sarah's phone hasn't been used since the day she went missing, so there's nothing new in calls, texts, or GPS. What is new are the photos Sarah saved to her hard drive, not the cloud. Have you any idea what this is?
Liam? Who's Liam?
Last year, Sarah and I lost a baby. He was stillborn, just under 6 months. I wasn't there when it happened. I was on a covert ops, so Sarah couldn't get hold of me. It hit her really, really hard. She called him Liam. I didn't know she'd done this.
Buried him?
No. No, the hospital took care of all of that. I'm sure it's just a memorial. That's Sarah's parents' grave.
This photograph was taken on the day Sarah went missing, 2 hours after she was last seen.
Philip Ingram said he was taking Sarah back to where he found her.
What's been going on recently?
Sorry?
With you and Rob and the detective inspector. Do you really think I hadn't noticed?
Rob and I got the wrong end of the stick. David wasn't where he said he was on the night that his wife went missing.
What, and you thought he had something?
Yeah, and now I feel ashamed of myself. You know, he said I wasn't a team player. Maybe he's right.
You didn't mention that Sarah was pregnant?
We didn't tell anyone. She'd miscarried before.
6 months she must have thought.
Sarah accused me of not really wanting a child. She was wrong.
You could have talked to me.
Years since I've been here. Sarah's mum's funeral.
Can you remember where the grave is? This place is massive.
Somewhere up here, I think.
See something. Could that be Sarah?
It's her! She's breathing. Sarah? Sarah? I think he must have drugged her. Call for an ambulance.
TDC Fitzgerald to control.
Go ahead.
We need an ambulance to St. Carter's Cemetery.
Stay with me, Sarah.
Boss?
Billy.
We found her. She's at the grave. She's alive.
Thank God. They found her. Where are you exactly?
They really want to know what Ingram's given her.
Billy, find out if Ingram's sister was on any kind of meds.
Will do.
that? That's Philip Ingram's mother.
So that's how she met him then?
Carly? It's Dad. We found your mum. Yeah, she's with the doctors now. Wish you weren't so far away. Yeah, we'll get you home.
I tracked down Phoebe Ingram's GP. Phoebe had an accident a couple of years back. She was on serious pain medication, so maybe that's what he's given Sarah.
Have you let the hospital know?
Yeah, I've just phoned it through.
Great. Rob, can I have a word? I've just heard off the record that Adrian Cook is threatening to make a complaint. He's alleging that the detective inspector shut down his CCTV so that you could plant the gun in the casino.
He's desperate.
He's also saying that it was him that gave you the tip-off about Danny Roscoe, in return for you turning a blind eye to the fact that he supplied a firearm used in a double murder. You wouldn't do anything that stupid now, would you, Rob?
Of course not.
Mr. Cook, good to see you again. So word is that you're about to be charged with conspiracy to murder and possession of a firearm.
I've been fitted up.
Oh, and yet forensics have come back showing your finger marks on the gun and your DNA. So let me get this right. You're not denying handling the gun. You're just complaining about the manner in which the police found it. See, I don't think that's going to go down very well with the judge.
Doesn't your mate Rob Brady understand the concept of a deal?
We don't do deals, Mr. Cook. You should know that by now.
Where's Carly? Carly's fine. She's on her way back from France. She's been on a school trip. Can't tell you how much I've missed you.
Lucy is here to act as your appropriate adult today, Philip. If there's anything you don't understand, you can ask Lucy and she'll explain it for you. Okay.
Can you tell me about the baby, Philip? His name's Reese?
Phoebe met a man. Man stayed the night, and then we had Trace.
Did Phoebe have the baby in hospital?
No, at home.
Did you help?
I tried, but after Hayes was born, Phoebe stopped breathing.
Did you call an ambulance?
No.
Why not?
He doesn't want me to talk to people like that.
When Phoebe stopped breathing, what did you do?
I put her in the freezer like they do on the telly. And she's safe there until she wakes up.
I made a memorial for our son.
I saw it.
I went to the graveyard to think. And he was there.
Philip.
When he told me he was trying to look after a baby, my heart went out to him.
How did Sarah end up coming to stay at your house?
I went to my mum's grave and Sarah was there, like an angel. She told me that her baby had died.
What happened that night before you met Philip Ingram?
I followed you. I saw the woman and the child.
It was work. Her name is Grace. She's a witness, an informant in a highly sensitive investigation.
Philip asked me to go back to the house just to talk about things he might need for the baby. It felt good. Looking after baby Reese, punishing you. But just for a moment. I told Philip I had to go home, and he wouldn't let me go. And the next thing I knew, I was waking up in a cellar. These big lads. It wasn't hard for him to stop me leaving.
It was like having Phoebe back again.
Tell us about this man.
He broke into our house and he took Phoebe's favorite statue.
Where were you when he broke in?
At the shops getting food.
I spent most of the time with the baby in that cellar. Yesterday morning, I was half asleep. Philip was out. I heard a noise. I knew it wasn't Philip, so I called out.
His name was Danny Roscoe.
I called out to him that I was being held against my will. He tried to open the door, but it was padlocked. When I told him who I was, he promised he would get help.
What happened next?
I came home and Sarah started screaming at me, telling me that I had to let her go, so I gave her the medicine to make her sleepy.
How did you arrange to meet Danny Roscoe?
She called.
She? A woman?
Mm-hmm.
Was it his wife?
Yeah.
Okay, we would be having some serious words with her. What did she say?
She said I had to meet the robber, give him £5,000 or they'd tell the police and they'd take Sarah away from me.
And what happened when you met him?
He had Phoebe's statue. He said it was rubbish and that he couldn't sell it. He threw it on the ground. I don't have £5,000.
What did you do?
I picked it up. I hit him over the head with it. I wanted him to be quiet.
Where's the statue now, Philip?
It's in the hall.
This insane thing that's happened. It's not your fault.
David, it's me. Call me back. I better still just get over here, I think. Someone's outside. I'm frightened.
That cellar that I was in. Phoebe used to lock Philip in there when she couldn't control him. What'll happen to him? There's no way he's fit to plead.
I can't believe you're not angry. I love you. Gonna be just outside. Grace, I got your message. I can't get away right now, but I'll send round someone you can trust. Don't worry.
Adrian Cook hasn't made a complaint. Rumour has it, Vivian had a word.
Listen, I need a favour. I shouldn't be telling you any of this, but I can't leave Sarah on her own. Not again. The woman I was with the night Sarah disappeared wasn't my girlfriend. Grace Harper is under police protection. She's a witness in a highly sensitive undercover inquiry. That's why I couldn't be honest about where I was or what I was doing.
So why tell me now?
I'm Gracie's handler. She's just left me a message saying she's frightened and now she's not answering her phone.
Do you want me to go around there?
Please. Thanks for everything you did.
We're just happy. It's finally over.
You got her back.
Still can't quite believe it.
出啥了？他李青山出啥了？Hello， 恐龙哥，想你，加油哈！好的，恐龙哥。很晒，然后穿件这个，再穿一件。要把你的东西都先拿出来，好吧？热死了！我要去缠绷带了，走。